Today we're talking about how Clove is the most broken agent in Valorant, and even after being nerfed is still dominating the top of the top lobbies, as well as performing above every other agent in the game, even Doggo Reyna. It's actually crazy to look at. Like, you look at Reyna, almost a 1% higher pick rate, but it's still 2% less win percentage. It really just goes to show what kind of Reyna mains we got out there right now. Another interesting thing is Reyna mains actually have the best KD because they just hide and bait their whole team. But Clove actually has, out of all these agents, has the 8th lowest KD. Out of the top 10 agents, Clove has the 8th lowest KD. But yet their abilities and everything they have available to them is so simple. So why is Clove still dominating lobbies over a year and a half after their release and getting nerfed tremendously? So when they first came out, they were extremely broken. Their ult would last forever. Their heal would send them flying. What this nerf did is made it so the smokes had way longer cooldown, the metal operated completely differently, and mainly like the heal got changed. Most people would even consider this to be a massive buff because the heal buff duration increased while the move went down lower. And to be honest, like the move speed, you're just swinging people anyways. You guys probably saw this video I did a while ago where I VOD reviewed the #1 Radiant. Looking at their win percentage and their career, it is absolutely ridiculous. 73% win rate in the top ranks. Playing an agent that's not really known for like their outplay ability. You know what I mean? It's not like a Yoru. It's Clove. They just shoot. And Clove gameplay is incredibly simple. It's quite literally just shoot, kill as many people as you can, and if you die, pop the ult. There's very little else to it. You know, maybe you can toss a smoke, but really you just swing everything. Once you feel like you're low HP, you pop the heal. Oh look, we're full HP again, and life's all good. They're really simple. Like, you completely whiff, you just pop the ult, re-swing, and you win. And Clove's really that easy. Clove is really that easy. And the big reason why Clove is so dominant is because they can pretty much just do whatever and still provide value to the team. So they can throw down smokes anytime. They can be dead or alive. They can just run into any site because they have heals. They don't have to stay with their team. They're just a fragger. It's like the second you get the opportunity to, you take your frags. You get shot down to 2 HP, it doesn't matter. Now you're 102 HP. You basically just didn't buy armor on pistol. Life is fine.
Not important.
And you win. Where? And that's a lot of Clove. That's why Clove gets so many kills. That's why they dominate so many lobbies. It's just because they're just getting kills. So what makes this agent actually so broken? This is where I start the theory craft based on my experience as a top 600 coach for thousands of players. Valorant is a game of numbers at the end of the day. This team kills more of this team, they're at a higher advantage. So kills equals win, and any agent can achieve that, but very few are equipped to actually handle that. And the other reason is you're stupid.
Who?
Well, most players are. The average Valorant player likes turning off their brain and simplicity. This is very similar to the average Reyna main, but instead their brain has been shut off since birth. Clove is pretty hard to screw up and misuse their abilities. There's not a lot of complexity to this heal or decay or smoke. Before we continue, I need to clarify that these are my arms and not boobs. Also, if you're interested in improving, I'm now looking for dedicated players to join my 6-week coaching program. This is where you'll finally understand what's holding you back and get real results like this. You can also find over 50 resources in my private improvement community. It also comes with agent map guides, seminar recordings, and so much more. Visit Slayerkey.com if this sounds like something for you. Otherwise, enjoy the video. We're also in an area of them starting to remove more and more abilities for Valorant, or just making them weaker, actually making them not as powerful. You didn't see this was 2 months ago. They did this entire segment about ability overload, how some abilities just feel like they're too dang much.
Like, what is this? Hey, I'm Ryan.
Let's talk about what we've been calling ability overload here on the live balance team. We're looking at situations where ability combos can sometimes feel overwhelming in combat. And
overwhelming? I can't even tell what's going on the screen.
Abilities can increase these feelings.
And we do want our agents to make you think about the game.
So this came with like a lot of nerfs, especially to Teo. It also just means like abilities are probably going to become weaker, and Clove's kind of a sign that this era is coming. We're looking at, like, from this agent, I'm curious what the next one is going to look like, but this seems like a very frag focused minimal agent. That's pretty much exactly what I'm saying. If you want to fast pass your next rank, just hop on Clove. Any analytical nerds in the comments will confirm this 2% difference is statistically significant. You can play anyone on here, but I know the few of you who do will fly through the ranks and I get to take all the credit. So you're welcome. I honestly don't think it matters what they do to this agent. I think it'll just be broken no matter what. I think the ability to just like comfortably take super aggressive fights is like the big pendulum swinger in Valorant. Okay, so here's the non-mirror win rate. Oh my goodness, 55%. This is absolutely incredible. If people are still picking this Arena doo-doo dog agent, that's crazy. And I can say, anecdotally, like a lot of my students, if they play Clove or pick up Clove, they do tend to win more games. I'm not saying anything, but I'm saying something. Now, I wanted to do a quick rundown of Clove for anyone wanting to pick them up. The most important thing to understand about Clove is their smokes. If you throw down the smoke, you always want to throw it in a place you can play off of. For example, if you're defending, the best thing you can ever do in a million worlds is do a close smoke that you can play inside of. If you want to play a main here, you can sit up here and play inside the smoke. You can hug the edge of the smoke. If you want to play from elbow, you could instead do a smoke here, play inside this smoke, go back elbow. You could also do another one like this. Again, just allow you to have something to play around, sit inside of, even hold outside of it. Just gives you a lot more options, and you can switch between them. Like you can start inside the smoke and then go over here. Like you can go inside the smoke and then come over here and hold the edge of the smoke, or you could go back here and hold this. And it just gives you way more options. Whenever you're in a troublesome scenario, just throw a smoke about 3 feet away from you and play inside of it. The other thing about defense is whenever the spike is down and you're trying to retake, always just drop the smoke on top of it. This is free win condition that you get control of. Never throw your smoke on an entry point or a choke point because it will never provide as much value to the round as throwing one on the spike and threatening the defuse. Really not a lot of hints for these, for the heal or the ult. I would really just say run it down when you have the ult. The ult is a more aggressive one. I see a lot of Clove mains who will do like a smoke when they have their ult and then they'll play inside of it and try to go for like an aggressive pick on a player. And if they don't get it, they just pop out, fight that same player again, or take the free space for their team. But it's really good on attack when you just want to take that space, and also on defense if you want to take like an early fight. We talked about this one, like you want to take an early fight here, you can take this fight, go back in the smoke, and these guys either have to cancel their A hit or push into you and give you the fight that you desperately want. The worst thing you can do is in a Clove ult is shift walk. Never shift walk. The heal is basically like pop at any chance you get. For the most part, it's always gonna be good, and you always like swing after. You can go for a wide swing, you do run faster, but basically it is just once you pop that heal, run it down. This decay is completely cosmetic. I don't even want to talk about it. Basically, if you're pushing into an area, just try to chuck it into there just to help you. It's just bouncing it off a wall. Like you're going here, bounce it off the wall and have it boop boop go into the corner. If you're going on to A, boop boop, just have it bounce off something, and your best to hit someone. If it hits them, great. If not, oh well. You could also use it as kind of like an intel deny util trade ability. So like if you're holding CT here, they're starting to use some abilities, you could drop a decay here to try to keep them from coming out, and if they do come out, they can get or you can also use it to like deny a trade. So like ISO peaks here, bye bye ISO, loser. Reyna peaks, we throw the decay, and then we fall back, we re-peak after the decay pops, and now this Reyna's decayed. Oh, bye bye loser, idiot, dead now, and then you win the game. Also, check out my STD. Hey, you asked for it, not me. STD is a private community for players who actually want to get better. Join us during live coaching seminars, community coaching sessions, and unlock over 100 exclusive resources to improve faster than ever before. Limited spots are now available, so visit Slayerkey.com if this sounds like something for you.